All I know is this violates every canon of respectable broadcasting.
How are you?
Hey, who wants to help me get this recorder out of here? I need some muscle over here.
You're listening to Blame Your Brother.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Blame Your Brother. It's our podcast. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for checking us out. We're so glad you are here, and we are ready to rock and roll. Episode 99 is upon us. That means just 1 week away from the episode 100 24-hour stream on YouTube. We are looking forward to that. We know you guys are as well, so we're going to get that going next week. But hey, we're here for episode 99. This is Blame Your Brother, and there are three of us that come to you every week. I am 1/3 of that trio. I am David, aka D Brew, the voice of the people, Mr. 40%. I'm Coheed and Cambria. I'm Nashville Reddit. I'm human garbage, and I'm joined by this guy who sits to the left of me. It's my actual brother. It's Lee.
What up, everyone? It's Mr. Pretty as the Devil himself, the spiritual giant, LeBron Safety Pin.
All right, and we're also joined by this guy that sits to the right of me, Mr. Controversial Man on the show. It's John.
Hey everybody, John here, aka Mr. Groupon, Mr. PTI, the Madman.
They got John Tortorella, a madman. They do have a madman. Okay, he's a madman.
That's right. So that's three of us. We're Blame Your Brother, and we're going to talk about a ton of topics tonight. We're going to have fun. But before we start doing that, we say a lot of crazy things and make a lot of controversial statements. So we offer a chance for us to apologize, offer some type of retraction. So we're going to start with Lee. Lee, is there anything you said last week that you need to get off your chest there?
I think first off, I need to apologize to Trick Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a man,
Yeah, I know.
So I just wanted to get that out there first thing.
All right.
I think that's it for me.
There you go. All right, John, anything you need to apologize for at the top of the show?
Nope.
All right, there you go.
What about you?
Felt good.
I think there's something you need to apologize.
Go ahead, lay it on.
You need to apologize to your son.
No.
He was laid up sick.
Nope.
He was on that medication.
Fake news, my friend.
You went in there. You took some. You took some of the drugs.
Those are all unsubstantiated rumers that you started.
I guess we'll have to go back and listen to episode 98.
Maybe you are. Maybe you are a part of Fox News.
I apologize for you.
Are you Fox News over here? Are you this guy
I read
right here?
today about a 10-year-old girl with Down syndrome who was taken from her mother and put in a cage. I read about.
That's Lee right there, Mr. Womp Womp.
Womp.
All right, let's continue on with the show.
I think you just womped me, actually.
Yeah, I did. All right, so we're here, guys. So let's go ahead, Lee. How was the Lyft life this past week? Did you do any Lyft riding, Lyft driving, whatever?
I did. I went out July 3rd. I figured there'd be some ramblers, some gamblers, some drinkers. So there was.
Yeah.
I was at pick these people up at Top Golf, and this dude was sliding down the handrail.
Oh, nice.
And he wiped out.
Oh,
he wiped out.
And he got in your car?
He did.
Did he say anything?
I did. He was like, "You what, bro?" Like he was going to front up on me. So I was like, "Oh."
What? You were picking him up and he's fronting on you?
There's like 5 people,
What did he say? Wait, hold on. What? Hold on. Let's frame this story.
All right, let's bring it up.
You're at Top Golf. You pull up to pick up these people.
They're heavily intoxicated.
Dude jumps on the guardrail to slide down, be a cool dude.
Yeah, it's probably like 3 flights of stairs type of deal.
So he falls, busts his ass in front of everybody, and then he gets up and comes at you and says, "What?"
He gets in the car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, that was you that fell off the handrail."
And then he said, "What?"
He was all like, "You say what?" I don't know exactly what he said.
So he wasn't front. He was just saying, "You say what?" Like, that didn't happen.
He was trying to be tough.
Oh, okay. There you go.
But it's actually, he was with some girls, and his girls were like,
laughing at him?
Checking him hard, laughing at him.
Were these describe these people. Are these bros or what?
Just young, like
Yuppies?
21, 22.
Would you define him as a meathead?
More like probably a bro.
Yeah.
But not like a skinny frat bro.
Yeah, preppy bro.
Preppy bro.
Okay.
Prep bro.
Does the girls look good with him?
What do you mean?
I mean, were they attractive girls that were hanging out with him? I guess. Come on. This is
You think I'm like creeping?
No, you notice someone's attractiveness level if you see them. I mean, what are you talking about?
I don't know, man.
All right.
Maybe I just go
from the chat.
The older
From the chat, is Lee trying to be funny? It's not working. So
Marlon, man.
That's half pint. All right. So is that your greatest story? The guy wiping out on the stairs?
No, actually, I wanted, so yeah, whatever. That doesn't matter. But I did want to talk to you about something that did happen to me.
Okay.
So I was over here with a friend, and we were hanging out, and he's like, "Man, I wish you could like interact with people on the internet in real time." I was like, "I got you, bro." So I pulled up chatroulette.com.
Okay.
Have you ever done chat roulette before?
No, I've never heard of it.
Wow. So the next day, the guy called me. He's like, "Oh man, I feel dark. I feel bad about society. I feel like not as a good person." So first off, let me just say 80% of the people on chat roulette are dudes either jerking it or waiting for someone to jerk it.
Oh, jeez. Sheesh. What?
And most of them are international, I believe.
And they're, what?
Yes.
So
what? The concept of chat roulette. It's just like you like press go and it puts you on a webcam.
Okay,
Put someone else on a webcam and then you're.
Did you have any meaningful conversations?
We met. Yeah, we talked to a couple people in like Scotland and Argentina, but I'm pretty sure every American that we saw was just some dude.
So this is happening on the 24-hour stream then?
I don't know if we're legally allowed to show some of that content. We're gonna have to get like an 8-second delay.
Okay, I mean whatever.
Let's be able to dump the video.
You could block it out until we know they're cool, and then show.
Well, it's a lot. Here's the thing: the people that are doing that don't really want anything to do with people like us. They just want to go. So they're just like hitting the next button.
Hey, I think it'd be fun. I think
so. There's a lot of people that are just showing like their neck to their waist.
Then we cut. They're done.
No, I think you should like stand up and like. Wait, never mind.
We got to do it. Chat roulette reactions would be great.
Chat roulette reactions.
Episode 100. There you go.
I figured John at least would be heavily into that website.
Wow.
Why would I be into this website?
Dude, I was like on Twitter the other day and I saw like some posts or something. I don't even know. It was like some kind of, it was very purplish. Kind of had like an eggplant tone to it. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't.
I thought you posted it. Maybe.
I don't think
I did not post it.
John has not been on the Twitter lately, so I think you may have missed.
Been. I when I went to San Diego, I turned off my notifications because my battery is just getting drained.
Okay.
And I've yet to turn them back on.
Oh, okay. Well, nothing wrong with that. Well, there was a Groupon ad posted with your picture in it, and Jason.
How did I know Jason's name was going to pop up?
Jason was nice enough to post it. Are you like an official member of Groupon now? Do they put you in ads? Because I saw this ad, Lee. Did you see it?
I saw it. Something about chocolate candy or something.
John's.
I really thought it was. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to say that.
Is it possible you're in a Groupon ad you're unfamiliar with?
I seriously doubt it.
But is it possible?
I don't think so.
Okay, it is possible.
I mean, have you been getting like some checks in the mail to your house recently?
No.
Like a little, what do they call that? When you get like a portion of a movie or whatever, like a percent royalty.
Yeah.
You're not getting like a royalty check coming in the mail?
No.
You're not getting those Groupon royalties yet, huh?
Yeah, I should check into that, bro.
Shame, man.
Check into that.
Well, anyway,
that's what I did. I was on chat roulette all week.
There you go, man. Fascinating. Okay, John, what about you, man? Anything going on this week?
We went to celebrate the 4th of July with a friend, also a family member of you guys, Daniel. He's listens to the show quite often.
Sure does. Yep. Hey, what's up?
Just had a lot of fun. Saw some people I haven't seen in a while. So. Yeah.
Good deal. So he listens and his sister listens. Yeah. Amber. All right. Well, shout out to Daniel and Amber.
That's literally a Groupon ad.
We're looking at the Groupon ad now. Lee's going to try to bring it up. So, all right. So anyway, my past week has been, pretty uneventful, except for obviously yesterday was July 4th, So went downtown, saw the Nashville fireworks, which is pretty cool. Did you guys get a chance to check those out or?
No, I was
sleeping.
No, I was out at Daniel's place.
Oh, okay. 4th. I got you. Okay. Lee, did you happen to see the Nashville fireworks?
I did not, man. It was like a record heat, and people were warning about like people heat stroking out, and I don't really do good in elbow-to-elbow crowds already. So,
yeah. Well,
I did Nashville a favor and just stayed home.
Yeah, it was all right. For us being one of the biggest ones in the largest is what I hear in the United States.
Definitely top 5.
Yeah, this year they said top, but I don't know. It just wasn't. I'm not knocking it. It was amazing, obviously, but it wasn't like what I expected for us to be with the big dogs. You know, I mean, if we're the big players, I just expected more.
So you went down there.
I went to where my work is, and we got on the roof and were able to see fireworks from
What
there.
didn't you like about it? I saw some pictures that looked amazing.
Like I said, I just expected more. It was like the same as last year. A lot of people said that. I mean, it was like a repeat of last year, you know. So, I mean, you want to up it every time, man. You want.
Well, how do you up it? I don't understand.
Like, do more shapes and stuff. Like, they got those fireworks that make faces and flags, and they didn't have any of that. I thought they had that one year for sure.
It's just really hard to please, man.
It's just a lot of money. We're spending a lot of money, and people aren't getting the raises for the government. So, I mean, you know.
The truth comes out.
I expect
you want that money in your back pocket.
I mean, I would love to have those fireworks money because it's in the millions of dollars.
It'd have to be.
Oh, I think it's close to like $10 million or something. It's ridiculous.
But
they said, you know, and Jason says the symphony has played the same music for 9 years in a row. Well, they allegedly played new songs, but I couldn't hear it. So why does it really matter? You know,
you weren't even close enough to hear.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. So why does it matter that there was a symphony playing? So good for them.
Because you're supposed to go down and get in it.
Yip, yip, yippity.
Maybe they put a lot of more money into like the people that were at the actual party instead of people like poaching.
I mean, we heard on the radio and it sounded just like last year. So
okay,
I don't know. Anyway,
it's fake
yeah.
Well, I mean, for as far as the music goes, there's only so many like patriotic songs.
Yeah.
So I mean,
they do some like symphonically Greenwood.
No. It was it was a symphony doing original tunes. What they said.
That one. And
yeah.
What's the guy that was real famous after 9/11? Had the Red Solo Cup song. I'll spit.
Toby Keith.
Toby
Keith.
Did you hear any symphonic Toby Keith?
I wish I heard "We'll Stick a Boot Up Your Ass." That'd been a good one.
I would say that one, and probably my all-time favorite patriotic song is the movie that the South Park guys did with puppets.
Team America.
Freedom Isn't Free.
Yeah.
Cost $1.05.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one too. I saw that one quite a bit yesterday on social media. So,
oh, that's good.
So happy Independence Day, everyone. Hope you.
So, how many times did you hear the phrase "America" yesterday downtown?
Not too many, actually.
Not too many.
Yeah, I was surprised. I would expect to hear a little bit more of it, but I didn't hear too much of it. So, hopefully, everybody had a great Independence Day. Happy 4th of July to all of you, and hopefully, you didn't lose any fingers like certain football players, but. You know,
who lost a finger?
One of the Giants players a few years ago, Pierre Jones or something.
Is he the kicker?
No, he was like a defensive end, and he blew off like 2 of his fingers.
You don't really need fingers to play defensive end.
You need to get down.
Most time they're taped up.
Well, his is taped up permanently. Looks like a Ninja Turtle.
That's not half as embarrassing as the North Carolina kicker. Remember when they had the block of wood?
Yeah.
And their slogan was just keep chopping. Just keep chopping wood.
Keep chipping
And all
away,
the big football players would come in there with the axe and hit the stump. And so the kicker one day was like, right before the game, was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get in on it. Hit himself right in the shin.
Yep. Ended his
Hospital.
Ended his season.
Hospital. I think it ended his career, didn't it?
I have no idea he's a kicker, but it's possible. Have you been watching any soccer World Cup?
Soccer?
Yeah.
Is that the one with the free points?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I have too, actually, this year. I have been watching it. I've actually enjoyed it quite a bit. The games are actually been very exciting this year.
Do you even know the rules?
Most of
soccer?
them. I mean, yeah, most of them. I know the majority of rules in soccer. Do you want to quiz me?
I do, actually.
Okay, go ahead. Give it to me.
What is offsides?
Offsides is when you cross the blue line before the ball does. So basically, if you pass it to someone in front of the blue line, it's offsides. Play stopped.
What?
Or whatever.
Blue
it's white
line?
It's hockey, but there's a line like across midfield, and if you cross it, if you kick it over there to a player. So if the guy's controlling it behind the line, he passes it to a guy in front of the line, that's offsides. You can't be in front of the ball and move the ball forward.
Is that the only offsides rule?
There's one. I mean, it's the same way toward the goal. You can't be same thing. You can't be past the ball like near the goaltender. That's offsides as well.
Can't you also not be past the last defender?
Well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I
think that's actually a rule. Like you cannot pass the last defender.
Okay. Well.
Unless the ball goes past them.
All right. Well, that's So I guess
like a weird rule.
Yeah, I mean, but
it prevents cherry picking. What's the official length of a soccer game?
Oh, it's 90 minutes plus stoppage time at the end.
What is stoppage time?
So basically, the referee is having an internal clock in his head of how many times the game is stopped, whether penalties, throw-ins, holding the ball by the goalie, and then they have an estimated time and they let the game go on past that point.
So just arbitrary, whatever.
Yeah, arbitrary. Actually, there's
whatever the ref wants.
Oh no, there were some upset people in the game. I forget which one it was, but they kept adding time where they could come back and win. So I was like, hey.
Yeah, it's BS.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know, but
what's a yellow card and a red card?
Yellow card is
that for when they dive or whatever?
I mean, it should be. I saw. God, who's the guy that plays for Brazil? Do you know? Like, it's not Messi and it's not Cristiano Ronaldo. It's the other guy.
Yeah, it's that guy.
Well, anyways, he is the.
Wayne.
He fell down on the ground at some point, and I thought he was dead. Like, he was holding his leg, and then gets up 2 seconds later and makes a penalty kick. I'm like, what is going on right now? These guys are ridiculous. But yeah, Neymar.
Maybe he caught one in the crotch.
No, they showed the replay. These guys
flopping like a fish out of water.
And maybe it hurts more. I don't know. I never played soccer, but it has been very exciting. Japan almost had a win, and then they lost at the end. Japan was out there. Their tallest players are like 5'7", 5'8", and they're playing. God bless, who were they playing? Whoever they were playing, their players were like 6'3". It looked like men against kids out there at one point. I mean, the team
that excited you.
Yeah, it's very excited. And then the team they were playing against had 2 goals by headers. That's how tall these dudes were. They were just hitting the ball in with their head. They were way above these other guys. But they had a good run. So, it was fun to watch Japan. They were an underdog team, and then all the big dogs are kind of in it at this point.
Weren't they like the first team to get in by points only or something like that?
Yeah.
How exciting of a team.
Well, it's fun, man. All right, so soccer's on. It's happening. That's it. All right, so 4th of July, let's get to the news in. There was a big story at the 4th of July this year. Alex Jones said Civil War was happening. Thank God it didn't. We're still here.
I think that one didn't
pan
out.
Yeah. You mean Alex Jones was wrong about something? No way. So a woman, well, not just a woman, but several people climbed on top of one woman climbed on it. There was a group of protesters at the Statue of Liberty, and she climbed on it and sat up there for a while, and finally they got her down, put her in a chokehold. People are upset about that. Were you familiar with the story at all, Lee?
I just saw the images online.
I mean, what do you think of this woman who decided?
What were they protesting?
Immigration policy.
I mean, obviously they're a patriot, man. It's a nonviolent protest, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, this is what America was founded on: is freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Why should she not be allowed to climb on the Statue of Liberty? Like, don't you want to climb on the Statue of Liberty?
No, I've never. I went. No, that did not cross my mind at all to climb on the Statue of Liberty. I mean, John doesn't even know what they were protesting. So what really does the protest solve? The only one guy on this show knows what it was even about.
I knew what it was about.
Oh, you did? You knew it? Okay.
Obviously.
So she's a patriot.
I mean,
you go. God bless America.
What did you do? You're complaining about the fireworks show. This woman's out here enacting change in America. Yeah,
and she's going to get bonded out. There's already a movement on Twitter to get her released from jail. They're going to start a GoFundMe.
That's what I'm saying, a hero.
Is that the new America? Get arrested, GoFundMe, get out, go do it all over again?
I mean, maybe she's going to maybe she's an eloquent speaker and she's going to start a movement.
I'm sure she will.
Maybe
John,
she has a really good hashtag.
What do you think of this protester? Patriot? John's in the spot right now.
I know John's getting a little too comfortable in that chair over there.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of protesting. Period.
Yeah.
You just like to lay there and take it.
I just don't. I don't think that it works.
Can you think of any time in American history that it ever worked?
No, I'm sure it's worked before, but I mean, just in this day and age. In this day and age, it seems like there's so many people with a voice that doesn't deserve a voice.
Yeah.
That the ones that do deserve a voice get kind of lumped in with everybody else, and just people are like, here's another protester. And
they don't deserve a voice.
It's
like minorities.
I'm saying that
women,
that
people
that
of color. Is that what
protesters.
you're talking about?
Are you gonna let me finish?
Apparently not.
Apparently not. Anyway, I believe that the aspect of protesting is just falling upon deaf ears at this point because it happens so often now that people just don't care. It's just a blind eye.
Is there anything that you would ever protest? Is there a line that the government or an organization would cross that would cause you to go out and protest?
I'm sure there would be. It's just
I'm just asking you, man.
I don't know what it would be or where I would go to protest to where I would think it would make a change.
So let me set a scene for you and let me get your input on it. Okay. The United States government is taking kids and separating from their family and putting them in cages at the border.
Womp womp.
Okay, well, there you go. That's John's input. He's a womp womper.
Apparently.
He's a womp womper.
I mean, I understand John's point to some degree. In this day and age, it seems like protests don't have as much impact as they used to. When you think of protest in American history, you think of the Tea Party, you think of Martin Luther King, you think of Malcolm X, you think of even the gay rights movement in America where these protests were being held. And, you could see at least change over time with those, but I think people get disenfranchised and disenchanted today because, like you say, this woman's on the news. This story will be good for about 24 hours and then it'll fade away. So did it really accomplish what it was set out to do? Even like the, Occupy movement kind of faded away. Black Lives Matter, you haven't heard anything from them lately.
Okay, if I could just
go ahead.
So can you go over those examples again of historical occurrences?
Tea Party.
Okay.
Martin Luther King.
Okay.
Malcolm X.
Okay. During those protests, do you not think that there was people saying the same exact thing that you and John are saying right now?
Oh, I'm sure
I wish those protesters would stop. It's ineffective.
I didn't say that.
But I'm saying
no, you said me and John. I just said
but
no.
You're saying it's largely ineffective
today in this day and age because you don't.
There's people saying the same thing.
Well, you don't have strong leaders. I'm naming strong leaders, at least two that were very some of the strongest leaders in the history of this country. I don't know any, like who's the guy? Farrakhan? Like you gonna listen to that guy?
But here's the thing: just because there's not strong leaders means you shouldn't stand up and.
Well, you need
when you see evil going on.
No, but you need a better organized movement.
Is like with those leaders that he mentioned and their cause, it was evident what the cause was. You guys had to tell me what this lady was
That's just
doing.
your ignorance, man.
I'm just saying, immigration on what side? What does she really want to accomplish?
She wants
in her
them
perfect
to stop
world.
separating children
but aren't they?
from their parents
I thought they were.
and putting them in cages.
I thought this already happened. Trump signed this into legislation.
Maybe she didn't get the news.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of the people that are protesting nowadays, not all of them, but a lot of them, people who are protesting in person, people who are protesting on Twitter, all these people, these social justice warriors, are protesting for things that they don't really know what they're talking about, number one. And number two, they're not getting their message is not clear.
Do you like the Statue of Liberty as a representation of American freedom?
Sure.
Do you know the motto of the Statue of Liberty?
No.
It's like, bring me your poor, tired, and hungry. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's a symbol of immigration. Like that's the whole, it was like supposed to be.
Okay, but her climbing on it would make it look like she's against it.
No.
It's like she's defacing it almost.
She didn't deface it.
Yeah, but I mean, by her climbing all over it, it's not holding it in reverence. That's what I'm saying. Her message isn't clear.
I think she would say differently.
She might, but she's not saying it.
I mean, we all know where you guys stand on the immigration policy anyway.
I've said I don't think they should be separating kids from families. I said that on last week's episode.
I said it off the air and on the air since we started this show that the problem with immigration is we need to change why they're trying to get in this country in the first place.
I mean, but saying they can just come in the country as is with no documentation and not approved. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how people approve that. I understand people need to come over here. Brother, we'd have to let every third world country. Are we not focusing? So we're focused on the one country that can get over here, Mexico. Well, every other country, who cares? Like, Africa genocide over there. Nah, we're not worried about them. Third world countries where there's no clean water, no food. Who worried about them? We're worried about the one group of people they can come over here. Like that's what I'm saying. These causes are whack. Like what a lot of these people, I think, are just doing this to get on their 15 minutes of fame. That's what I believe. I went to Occupy Nashville. I hung out with those people. I talked with them. I met with them daily. I saw what they were about at some point, and that most of them, 90% of them at least, were jokers. They just wanted to be there for the hang out, talk to other people. And that's what happens to these movements without strong leaders, is what I'm saying. Protest, hell yeah, I'm with you, man. Protest everything you don't like. Do it peacefully. Do it, within fashion. But if you really want to make change, and I heard actually Derek say this on Comp My Pod, and I liked it. He said, he wasn't a political person for a long time, and that his philosophy was the only way to change the system is to get within the system, is not to be on the outside, but is to get people inside, which I said that to the Occupy people. I said, if you guys really wanted to enact change, you would get some strong people, get them inside the House of Representatives and make change like that. But what you're doing right now, I mean, it's in the news. What changed with Occupy? Absolutely nothing. Not a thing changed about it. So I'm just saying,
you could say that. That's yet to be seen. But I think you're onto something. I think we here at this table, we need to start putting you in front of people as a strong leader.
Let's do it.
Kind of like a cult type thing,
I would start a cult tomorrow.
I've got like a wireless headset with a boom mic or what, kind of like the Garth Brooks thing,
Yeah.
We could like wire you up with a harness and kind of like
fly
you in from
the
ceiling.
Sweet. I'll do that.
Do you think we could like rent like a scissor lift or a boom lift or something?
I'm sure it's in the budget. We'll talk to producer River, see if he can get us a few extra dollars for this.
What's your stance? Give
Whatever.
me my own bathroom.
Yep, my own bathroom.
He can climb on a porta-john. There we go.
That's it, man.
Would you repel off the Statue of Liberty if we snuck in there?
Oh no, I'm so afraid of heights. No way.
What if we got you like a special BYB T-shirt that was printed on the back?
I'd think about it. Apparently, Jason and me have met before at Occupy.
Yeah, I see that.
He said he was the media guy.
You already have followers. We didn't even know.
Here we go. There we go, man.
Even know.
That's pretty sweet. Okay. All right. Well, anyways, there you go. Patriot. At least calls her a patriot. Good job.
All right. Anyway.
All right. So let's talk about dogs. Now, last week we talked about Permit Patty, who was, subject of ire from everyone because she called the police, which it's actually proven she did call the police. She said she didn't initially. No, she did.
Came out. She lied in her apology interview?
Yes, yeah, which is pretty bad, right?
Yikes.
But anyway, found out her business was marijuana for pets. Well, now apparently this is hitting the big time news that dogs are turning to weed to cope with fireworks. The CBD treats won't actually get your dog high, though. So instead of reading the story, people said they were going to the media.
Just trying to mellow Fido out a little bit.
Instead of going to the veterinarian getting Valium and things like that, they found out that CBD treatments are just as good according to them. So, Lee, you have a couple of dogs. Would you get your dogs high to cope with the stress of life?
I've got two stories for that.
Okay, here we go. Sweet.
So we actually recently put my dog on an antidepressant.
Okay.
Because she is literally scared of her own shadow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened to her, maybe past lifetime, but fireworks go off and she like literally curls into a ball and shakes uncontrollably.
Yeah.
Thunder is the same way.
Mm.
So the veterinarian did prescribe some kind of antidepressant that she has to take on a daily basis.
Mm.
So yes, I would. Who wouldn't? If you could make your dog a little happier, why wouldn't you? The second off, there's a store that opened in my neighborhood called, let me get this right, CBD Vape Dreams or something.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. That's not it, but it's close.
Yeah.
So I was curious because, CBD oil was a hot button topic, and people were getting raided, and they had to return it because it's legal. Because it's marijuana, but it has it literally has what is it?
It doesn't have the psycho. I can't think of the word. It doesn't get you
the psychoactive drug.
Yes, psychoactive. Thank you. Yes,
but that's the God. Why is my memory gone?
Well, maybe you've been on that CBD. I don't know.
Anyway, so I went in because I was curious, right?
Okay.
And they had dog stuff.
Really?
The prices are outrageous.
How much? How much are we talking?
We're talking like...
Now, what is this? Well, how do you give it to the dog?
So the ones for the dog was just like a dog treat.
Okay.
The ones for human, they literally had it in every form. They had like crystal meth shards. I was like, what is this? And they're like, oh, yeah, that's just...
So what is it?
Literally, they call it shatter.
What does it do? What does the CBD do?
So there's like different strands, and they have a chart, and they say, what's your ailment?
Okay.
And it creates a variety if you buy into it. Like there's some that help with anxiety. There's some that help with social issues. There's some that help with inflammation, sleeping, whatever your problem
So
is.
if I go up there and I'm like, man, I got anxiety. Like
Yeah, dude,
bad,
they would
like
hook
nonstop.
you up,
and I
bro.
can smoke a little vape.
They do have a little vape for you.
And then it's legal, right?
It's legal, but it doesn't get you high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I may try it.
It's just got the CBD oil in it, the cannabis.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
And they've got like different strains, and they're actually strains of popular marijuana strains.
Would you eat a dog biscuit on episode 100 if I bought one?
CBD dog biscuit?
Yeah.
I mean, am I the only one eating it?
Hey, you can say no. I mean,
not eating
you
it.
can say no. I'll eat it with you.
Why is John not eating it?
I don't know why, John.
A little close to taking the drug. That's for my taste.
Nothing. It's like
not
it's like
really.
an aspirin, I guess, or Valium, or
I think it's closer to
all
like
you-
snake oil. Actually,
I know. Is this legit? That's what I'm asking. Is this real, or is
I
this
know
just a
people
hype?
swear by it.
So they're like, yo, I got anxiety, or I'm like
Well,
freaking out, or
I know like a lot of people with like inflammation issues.
Okay.
They take it like an anti-inflammatory, and they swear that when they started taking them, it solved all those issues for them. So I don't know.
Huh. Well, there you go.
But
All right.
it would literally be cheaper just to buy legit drugs.
Yeah, probably so. But where do
Yeah.
you get those from? See, that's the problem. It's legal. If marijuana becomes legal, the prices are going to be kind of high. I mean, do people understand that?
You gotta have a high price if you want to get high. Bro.
I mean, yeah, but people don't understand. Like, yeah, man, legalize weed, bro.
Well,
it's going to be expensive.
You've been to Colorado, right?
Yeah.
You went into what do they call it,
I did. I
dispensary?
wish I did. I did not. My wife went.
What did she say the prices were?
I mean, for $100, you get a pretty good assortment of goodies. You know, baked goods, gummies.
Doesn't seem that high.
No, I didn't think it was that bad in Colorado. So you know,
I don't,
not that I did any. Not that no. We just bought them and then we just gave them
Yeah,
out.
it's just
We gave them out to homeless people. So that was it.
practice your freedom as an American.
There you go. Yeah, getting the homeless community high. But what a world we live in. Dogs now are taking weed to cope with fireworks. I mean, where are we
So
at?
you wouldn't give your dog?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't have a dog, but if I had one, I guess. I don't know.
I like how the title says dogs are turning to weed, like it's their choice.
It's a great picture, man. If
Like-
you're watching live, it's a pretty good picture of a dog smoking a joint with marijuana headband on. It's like, whoa, bro.
It's like the dog's going up to the owner, like, "Hey, you need to hook me up with this. I need
a light." Have you ever seen an animal get high before?
I have.
A pet? What?
Yeah.
Well, how did that go?
I've seen dogs drunk and high before.
Really?
Yeah. It's a lot of people think that it's criminal.
PETA." If you're listening, that's Lee talking. Brother.
He didn't say he did it. He just said he saw it.
That's fine.
So yeah, I once had a dog, and like I had a friend over, and we were drinking, and I didn't know it, but he kept giving the dog beer.
Uh-oh.
Like every time I totally was unaware, he would pour an entire beer into the dog bowl. And the dog loved to drink. If you sat down a rum and coke, a beer, it would knock it
Anything.
over.
Wow.
It would drink it up. The dog hated most people, but after that night, loved that dude.
Really?
Loved that dude. But the dog was literally stumbling drunk.
Huh.
And like people were like legitimately upset at me, and I'm like, I did not get the dog drunk. But
Yeah, what can you do?
Here's my point that I'm making in it. The dog loved to drink.
Yeah.
So like it's almost criminal not to give the dog
There you
what
go.
it wants.
Dogs, animals,
In moderation.
Animals are going to get rights at some point in this country. I'm telling you right now, it may be 50, 60 years, but animals are going to have like serious rights going forward.
You have a problem with that? It sounds like.
I'll be dead. I don't really care, but they're animals, man. Like they
So
have
you're an
certain
animal.
rights. Yeah, but I'm a human and I have conscious thought. You know, that's the difference.
Well, that dog had a conscious thought.
You don't know that.
The dog loved beer.
Well, that's not a conscious thought. That's a primal thought. You know, like I eat because I'm hungry. A conscious thought is what man did.
That dog
I'm out
is
here. I
very-
build a house where
If you give just about any dog some kind of sustenance, they're gonna like you. It
Okay.
might have just been because it was.
Same dog. One time I was sitting on the couch drawing a picture of it.
Okay.
And it was just sitting there chillaxing. It saw me drawing it. And it jumped up on the couch, looked at the drawing that I was painting, and like communicated with me with its eyes, like, hey, that's pretty cool. And then went and sat back down.
Okay. So that's
a conscious thought, right?
I don't know. I think conscious thought is more evolving thought.
Well, what about like, okay, this is completely based on fiction, but Lassie,
Yes. Okay.
There's
total
dogs,
fiction. Yes.
right? But there's
Yeah.
dogs that are as smart as Lassie, right?
Well, yeah, but that doesn't. I mean, just because I think you're confusing intelligence with
Consciousness.
I'm going to build a structure over me because I don't want to get wet. I don't want to get hot. I don't want to get cold. Animals can't do that.
They can. There's animals that build houses.
Okay, I guess so. Okay, man. And so, anyways, dogs getting high.
Just for the industry, just for the record, I'm pro animal rights.
I mean, I think we're all pro animal rights, but they can't have as many rights as a human. Like, what's next? They get to pick who adopts them. So, like, you have to stand outside the area and they pick you out instead you pick. I mean, I'm just saying it could go in different dimensions.
I mean, maybe that would make for a better world. I mean, look at that pug.
Yeah,
that pug's not starting a war with anyone, that's for sure.
No, he's not. But maybe animals evolve like Planet of the Apes. Who knows what's going to happen? Okay, then we won't be laughing.
So are you pro Planet of the Apes evolution?
No. Good God, no! What are you talking about? No, I don't want gorillas taking over the world. What are you talking about? Have you seen Planet of the Apes? It ends bad for the humans.
But wouldn't it like bring humans together if they had like a common enemy?
As we got slaughtered, sure. When the robots take over, we'll have a common enemy until they slaughter us.
But I mean, shouldn't biology evolution determine who the winner is?
If you watch Planet of the Apes, that was not biology. They were sticking them with substances, like mutating them. So it wasn't like natural biology. Whereas Terminator, that's natural evolution of the computers. So that's happening as we speak today. We already know this. It's been proven. Everything happens. So there we go.
Okay.
All right. What else stories we got, man? We got some Juggalo stories.
Yeah.
What do you think of Juggalos, John? Go ahead and give us your thoughts on them.
I think they're stupid.
Oh my God! Every one of them is
All
stupid.
of them.
All of them.
Every single last
Lee,
one of them.
do you agree with that statement?
Are Juggalos stupid?
Yeah, every one of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, okay.
This goes for the record. Lee agreed with me on something.
There you go.
I retract the statement. There's probably like 1% of Juggalos that are probably pretty cool people and kind of got mixed up with the wrong crowd.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, go ahead and read the story then.
So this one is a very interesting story. This one, actually, the Juggalos win on this one. You were just talking about Terminator. Part of that is facial recognition. So they've determined that Juggalo makeup has full facial recognition 100% of the time. And it leaves cops not knowing what to do because they can't use the facial recognition technology to track
wild.
Juggalo.
There you go, John Connor, if you're out there. Get you some Juggalo makeup.
Get you some Juggalo makeup. Is this what? I'm confused by this. You're telling me because these dudes have on this clown makeup that software cannot get a positive facial recognition on them?
Yeah, like see those lines on his face? That's very confusing. It's confusing to us as humans, right?
True,
like,
yeah.
We're like, what is a Juggalo? A computer doesn't even process it as human, you know?
I guess. So basically, this story has just released that if you're going to go out and commit crimes, just go ahead and just be a dead president or a Juggalo.
Well, that's kind of been the case for a while. But yeah, the news is now reporting it as fact.
Huh. They shouldn't be putting certain stories shouldn't come out, man. This is just going to encourage Juggalos.
So you think we're going to see a huge surge in the Juggalo population?
I mean, probably. Unfortunately, even because of this story, we look at the movie Idiocracy as the template for what's going to happen with society. Okay, and so if you've never seen it, it's an amazing movie. You need
anti-Gatorade.
Yes, you need to go see the movie. But basically, at the beginning, it sums up that stupid people are having more, and this is factual. Less intelligent people, let me say that, are having more children than the intelligent community, people who are college educated, And so as you do the math, there's going to be...
Just for the record, Dave's on his third child now.
Yeah, I know, right? And so I'm trying to cancel the Juggalos, John.
Yeah, sure,
and so,
sure you are, bud.
So basically there's going to be more stupid people that eventually overtake. I mean, you could argue, people would probably say that's why Trump got into office, truthfully. They would say it's already happening, but as the numbers skew, the Juggalos one day might actually have a Senate seat, a House of Representatives. They might be president one day.
Well,
and don't say
you, that's what the grassroots is the way to go, you know?
Well, I think at some point
party.
You have to go, well, maybe the system's broke, you know, and I think our system is probably one of the greatest there is, but there are some serious flaws with it. Number one, everyone's vote counts the same. Now, when you say that out loud, you think it's great because you think of yourself voting. You're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But then you go, oh, no, these are idiots voting on who has the best name or who looks the best on TV or who, blah, blah, blah. That's bad. When Thomas Jefferson sat down, he wanted educated people voting, as much as you could educate yourself.
So you want like a Jim Crow law? Is that what you're saying?
I would be
Yeah, you just said yes to a Jim Crow law.
I would like only smart people voting. Even when I look at like a jury, I'm like, that should be the most scary thing for anyone that ever goes to court, that a jury of 12 people that honestly would be a lot of people that, let's be honest, most of us don't want to be on a jury, right? It sounds boring. But
torture.
Who wants to be there? People have nothing better to do. So sometimes.
Can I just interrupt you?
Go ahead.
And I just want everyone to know,
all right, go
at
ahead.
home, this is the pen that you have. It's a talking
Snooky pen. Yeah, let me hear. Let's hit it up. Well, they can't hear that on the show, bro. Okay, so here's my Snooky pen.
What?
Eating fried pickles was a life-changing experience.
So you're gonna.
I just don't like work because I don't like working.
Go ahead.
You're gonna sit here on your high horse.
Yeah.
And saying intelligent people should not be allowed. Only intelligent people should be allowed to vote.
You understand irony, right?
And you show up with a Snooky talking pen.
It's funny. It's kind of a funny, ironic pen to have. Okay. Yes, I've had this for like a long time too. I just found it actually.
It's ironic because people believe that Snooky can't read or write.
Oh, catch that. Yeah. All right. So anyway,
so John pro Juggalo, David anti Juggalo.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
I'm anti Juggalo for sure.
I mean, I thought Eminem roasted him early on. Anyway, I don't know who takes these guys seriously, but for the people in the crowd, as you can see, I would estimate Trump voters through and through. And I'm sure the people there are having a good time. I don't want to knock people having a good time. So that's what these people want to do. They want to get together at these gatherings. Have at it, brother. Just law enforcement, good luck. You need to start working on that software tomorrow because these guys could get bad.
The guy's got a neck tattoo.
Oh, I'm sure there's many.
Actually, if you look closely, he has an earlobe tattoo.
Oh, the main guy, Shaggy or whatever.
What's his name?
Violent J or Shaggy. These guys were actually wrestlers for a while in WCW.
Very short.
So believe it or not,
well, I mean, one of their albums is named after a famous wrestler.
Which one?
Boris Malenko, the Great Malenko.
Oh, okay, wow, I didn't know that. Well, Juggalo, I've listened to a handful of their songs and. Not good, but people.
So this one tweet says the machine learning system can identify 69% of protesters wearing caps and scarves to cover their face. Wearing caps and scarves, however, ineffective against the Juggalo.
Wow, they broke the system, man. They figured it out. They did it, so they did it.
Yeah, maybe Brondo is the way to go.
There you
go. It is smart juice.
Well, one day we'll be part of the Juggalo army. I'd be a Juggalo podcast with guys like 1 million downloads. I'd talk about them nonstop.
Could you?
Yeah, sure. I could talk about it.
Just like without any research right now?
Yeah, I could do it right now.
Give us
Dave's a pretty good
Give us the 30-second Juggalo
30-second? We could talk. I'd have to pick a news story or something, or at least we could go through their catalog.
You could just talk about them being in WCW.
Yeah, WCW reign, man. For a while, the Juggalos were teamed up with Vampiro. And they actually went in and took a couple of bumps, and then I think they went, "Oh no, this is a bad idea." This was what a late '99, 2000s wrestling. You literally had in WCW. You had
Carl Malone.
Carl Malone was wrestling. You had the Juggalos. You had Rap is Crap versus Rappers. Was literally
Master P.
Master P was wrestling.
Make them say no.
David Arquette held the belt.
Yeah,
the heavyweight belt. David Arquette.
I mean, this is the stuff you guys like and enjoy.
Oh, we could talk wrestling. Yeah. We could talk WCW.
I mean, we couldn't, but y'all could.
Well, we could. You could just chime and go, really?
Y'all have to go somewhere else. That's all I'm saying.
Jay Leno wrestled Hulk Hogan, guys. Jay Leno wrestled Hulk Hogan. Oh, goodness. Okay, what else?
So one more throwback story.
All right, one more.
In this week, they announced the final death of CDs.
Yep, Best Buy.
They're pulling their CDs. Mm-hmm. Target is saying, because right now Target has a deal like any CD they automatically buy, but now they're saying we're only going to give you money for the ones that sell. So this pretty much signals the end of CDs. So do you still listen to CDs? Do you have a CD player?
You know, actually, I found a mixed CD today that was one of the greatest finds in my life because it was so bad. And if you follow us on Instagram, you can go check out some of the songs I recorded. But generally speaking, it's been actually I bought it.
Piqued my curiosity.
I bought
it. The same one that we listened to last week?
Oh no, brother!
Much worse.
This is where. Let me. You know what?
Let's just go through it song by song.
We should.
So what, John? Do you own a CD player?
Just the one in my car, pretty much.
Do you have like a CD book folder? Is there a CD in the player?
I think there is a CD in the player.
You don't even know what is it, like White Christmas or something?
No, it's just a mixed CD.
To all the people who wished I wouldn't make it, he who laughed first get the first laugh, but he who laughed last get the laugh.
Okay, let's not get tagged or pinged or whatever.
All right. So are we just gonna play the CD for the rest of the show?
We could. Here we go. This is this song of the summer.
That's right. I got the trunk of funk, and that ain't all. I'm rolling gold D's and I'm having a ball. Having a ball like I never thought I would.
Nobody knows what you're doing.
Here I come, y'all. Bumping through the hood. Bumping so loud.
That's horrible.
John, how bad is that?
That's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad. I literally, after I listen to this, I go, I can be a rapper.
I could write better lyrics than that.
It's not rap, it's funk.
Brother.
I have written better lyrics than that.
Let's just listen to these rhymes one more time. I want you to refocus on the great rhyming skills. Here we go.
Yo, ball.
That's right. I got the trunk of funk, and that ain't all. I'm rolling gold D's and I'm having a ball. Having a ball like I never thought I would. Here I come, y'all. Bumping through the hood.
That's amazing, dude. You don't think that's terribly good?
I don't know. I mean, what is it?
Okay, one last one to try to get you. No, this guy's a nobody.
That's what I'm saying. Why are we even doing this right now?
This is called My Soulmate. It's for the ladies.
Sometimes
sounds very similar to the last song.
When you're searching for someone or something, you got to follow your heart, not your mind.
I mean, the thing is,
it's him and a synthesizer. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
I can literally hear podcasts flipping off across the country right now. Click, click, click.
Can we never hear this again? Oh, this is going to be played heavily on the 100th episode. Anyways,
he's lying. We're not going to play that.
This guy had a number on his album, so I texted him. Oh, I called him actually at first because I wanted to talk to him, and he wouldn't answer the phone. And then just follow this for a minute. So finally, I texted him. He texted me back like 10 minutes later. I'm like, hey, man, I want to talk to you about using some of your music. And he's like, just send me an email at, what's the guy's name? In Reptor or whatever, at att.net. And I was like, oh, that's weird. So I Googled this guy's name and nothing comes up. And then Clay I work with found that this guy had put out this tape, according to what the thing said, back in 2004 on LiveJournal. And so here we are, 2018, bro. This is 14 years later, and this guy's handing out this CD. You don't think that's wild? That'd be like us taking Tokyo Pop Star albums and just putting them on cars and just, you don't think that's wild?
He just handed this out?
No, I found it, actually. I found it on actually someone's, the handle of their car. I just grabbed it. I just took it. So anyway. People are hustling out there, man, trying to get their music heard. Okay, anyway.
Start making some CDs, man.
So, yes, I do have a CD in the car that I'm...
What is it?
It's that. Yeah, it's that right there. Yeah, it's good stuff. And I bought a David Allen Coe CD at Walmart about a month ago. So, I bought occasional CDs here and there. When's the last time you bought a CD?
I couldn't even tell you.
Really?
Yeah.
But you don't love music. John, who loves music the least at this table, would you say?
I don't know. I mean, I'd probably say Lee, but Lee likes.
Hilarious.
That's not. But the thing is Lee does go to a lot of live shows and stuff. So,
so how are you going to pick me?
Because I still love music more than you do.
Wow. Based on what? You don't even know the CD that's in your car.
It's a CD of mixed songs.
Now the tune changes now that he's been challenged.
No,
interesting. Anyway, all right. Well. So you say
how would you even
loves music the least?
How would you even prove something like that?
I mean, you just kind of know who loves music the least at the table. Then, Lee.
I would not even begin to even. I would not put that evil on anyone ever. So I would say we all love it equally as much.
Okay, well, there you go. Cop-out answer from LeBron.
How is it
LeBron blames over there.
Cop-out answer?
LeBron, you going to L.A. with LeBron? You and him going to be hanging out in L.A.?
I hope so.
You hope so?
Stop hanging around you guys.
You would be the perfect little, early episode we said John was the ultimate lackey. I think you might be the ultimate lackey. You and LeBron. You'd be his lackey, right? I mean, he'd be like, man, go give me some food. You'd be like, yes, sir.
I mean, I guess if he, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. If I'm not a fan of LeBron James.
Here comes the lackey speaking.
I would
Go
probably
ahead.
be lackey for him.
Oh, wow, bro. I tried to get you out of that entire,
No, hey.
I'm an honest man,
a duck walking like a duck, bro.
John, you could have escaped lackey status right there. You walked right back into it.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Lee says you're my lackey. What do you say to that?
Nah, he's on crack.
Are you on
LeBron?
Wait, are you on crack?
I am on crack, but that doesn't change the issue at hand here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway,
You ain't making LeBron dollars, all right? That's why I'm not your lackey.
that's true. What if I was making LeBron money? You'd be my lackey.
I would be your lackey.
Can you believe this dude?
I mean, he says that he's not, but he obviously is. So he's like selling himself short twice,
All right. Lackey time. Whatever. All right. Well, anyways, we done with the stories for this week?
Sure.
All right. We're going to get into who's to blame.
Who's to blame?
Now tell me who's to blame. Yeah, tell me who's to blame. Yeah, tell me who's to blame. Won't tell me who's to blame.
All right, it's time for Who's to Blame, where we take a topic, one person argues for it, the other person argues against it, regardless of what your actual opinion is on the subject. And today, what do we got on the agenda?
Today, we're going to do vinyl records.
Oh, vinyl records. Sweet. Now, I'm just going to come out, and I have a ton of vinyl records. I was listening to vinyl before I came over here to record the podcast, but we know how the game goes, so it's all good. All right, so who is up today, Lee?
I think we're going to do John versus David.
I think that's right.
Okay, all right. John, go ahead. Get started on whatever side you want, man.
I'm going to do Dave a favor. I'm going to go against.
Oh, that was...
Why would you do him a favor?
That's your funeral, bro.
I've got to live up to that lackey status.
Okay. I wanted to hear you say it.
Hashtag lackey status, yes.
Hashtag, baby.
Oh, that's a good one. Please tweet it, John. Hashtag lackey status.
Lackey status.
All right, go ahead, man. Tell me why vinyl
right.
sucks, man. Let me hear this.
Vinyl sucks. Look, if you want to hear like a behind every song and every tune you listen to, then yeah, you go ahead and pick up your vinyl. If somebody so much as stomps hard or breathes heavy in your room and the record wants to skip, if that's what you're going for, you listen to your vinyl. But me, I like my songs crisp. I want to know, I want to feel the song pure and clean. I don't need all that extra dead stuff in the background. I want music, all music, and nothing but music. Go ahead, Dave.
Huh. Now, if I'm wrong, correct me. I'll give you a chance to talk here. Were you not in a band that had a vinyl record at one point?
I was.
Oh, so you were in a band that released a vinyl record, yet you hate them so much.
And I have a great reason for that.
Go ahead.
That's because I was in a band and I was the lackey of one of the other guys in the band. And so I was just on board for the ride.
John, you know vinyl is the most pure form of music that exists in the world today.
I believe the most pure form of music is live music.
Oh, yes, besides the actual live act itself. Yeah,
that's not what you said.
Well, you talked over me. I was literally going to say that.
No, that's not what you said.
Let the man
Hello, what's going on here?
Let the man blame. Okay?
As you can see, Best Buy has destroyed the CD. You know why? Because it's processed garbage, John. It doesn't even sound that good. It loses a lot of its fidelity once it hits that CD. The actual, when you put on a vinyl, man, the warm sound, you can hear all the highs and lows. Put you a pair of headphones on. I know you don't do that because you don't really like music. We already proved that. But if you put some headphones on, let that needle drop, man, it is like heaven on earth. Let me tell you that right now. And you may live, I don't even know how you listen to music. Are you just like pulling out your cassette tapes or whatever with your 3-megapixel phone? I don't know what you're doing, okay? But you're probably listening to the radio, and that's definitely compressed garbage. It's kind of like you meet a guy and he only likes fast food because he's never eaten real good food. That's you, John. You've never had a good meal, so you think McDonald's is gourmet meals. Vinyl, it rules. It's the best. Everyone go out and just buy vinyl. It's the way the artist wanted it to sound. You did it yourself, so you know that's it. Lee, what do you got? Anything to add to that?
Well, I would just say, like, when you're listening to a Nickelback, it probably doesn't matter as much.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. I don't
whether
listen
you're
to
listening to
Nickelback,
vinyl
so.
or not.
There you go. So that's Who's to Blame. All right. There we go.
John actually did a
decent job.
The best job he's done.
Okay.
I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
On the Who's to Blame.
There
So
you go.
congratulations, John.
Good job, John.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, let's see if John can step up to the plate again because we have a segment. This is a good one this week. Dear John.
Dear John, by the time you read these lines, I'll be gone.
All right. So Lee has some advice. Someone had emailed us this week. He's going to read it to John, and John's going to try to help the person out. Here we go.
This one comes in. My coworker seems like a real straight-laced guy. Works out and is in amazing shape for late 40s. Healthy eater. Sings church songs while he works. Drives a convertible Benz. Leads a male youth group to give solid role models to unprivileged kids. Married 15 years. Big house. Doesn't drink. Doesn't smoke. Doesn't cuss. The list goes on.
Just John?
But this guy goes to the bathroom.
He said he was fit.
This guy goes to the bathroom a lot.
Uh-oh.
I didn't pay much attention at first,
Ooh.
but I started to notice that when he's in there, he's normally in a stall. Almost always is clearing his throat repeatedly while in there and sniffing like he's got a runny nose. I've noticed the excessive sniffing a lot because it's pretty annoying. I know what this points to, and it's cool if he has a vice. I have mine too. This guy just seems to have it all together too much to have a drug use habit. Or maybe it's a ploy. I just don't want to believe this guy's on coke all day. I was starting to believe I'd finally met someone who actually had stuff together completely. John, give me a legit reason besides cocaine that could be causing this. Or is it simply cocaine from Mikey?
I really doubt it's cocaine. I think if somebody's on cocaine, I think you would notice it outside of the sniffling.
Got the summer sniffles? Happens to me every year too.
Are you on cocaine?
The closer to the weekend, probably, the more likely.
I'm just saying that behavior-wise, I think there'd have been some kind of clue in if the guy's high all day.
So when you go into the bathroom stall, I assume that you're probably doing a number 2. Do you typically get the sniffles? Is that part of your standard procedure?
I don't think it's just in the stall that he has the sniffles. Otherwise, it wouldn't be that annoying. Just don't go in the bathroom when he guy's in there.
Just don't go into the bathroom while he's doing cocaine.
No.
And you'll never know he does cocaine.
I'm just saying that I mean, if the guy's got a bowel problem, that has nothing to do with cocaine. But, I mean, I don't think he's sniffling just in the bathroom. I think he's sniffling while he's at his desk as well. Otherwise, it wouldn't be annoying to the guy. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean,
John, the chat, number one, is destroying you. I mean, this is one of the worst responses we've ever gotten from you. You think that you could work with someone and not know if they have a drug problem for an extended period of time?
Oh, I said the opposite of that.
You would know.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't. I'm saying you worked with people that were probably high as a kite when you worked with them. People are on Valium, Xanax, Adderall, weed,
CBD oil,
CBD, cocaine. I mean,
cocaine is a different animal.
Hell of a drug.
People took cocaine in the 80s for years and years on Wall Street, man. It was like that was part of the culture of Wall Street, was doing cocaine in the bathroom to be wired all day. Do you think this guy...
Yeah, but this guy, in his description, wired is not in the... I mean...
Why? Because of his outward appearance?
I'm saying if you were
He
on
wants
cocaine,
a legitimate reason
it.
besides cocaine that it could be caused.
I'm not a doctor, but I mean, it sounds like the guy, maybe he has a deviated septum. I don't know.
I guess he could.
There's other things that cause constant sniffling.
From the chat, coke is one of the easiest drugs to hide. It's how you stay awake. Jason Steen says, I don't think John's ever been within 100 feet of a drug. Can we say sheltered? Says, oh my God, this is great. And other people say,
but someone said it's like drinking 20 Monsters. Now, if I drink 20 Monsters, there's no way I would be able to hide that from anyone, right?
If you got used to it, that's what, see, the problem with drugs is you're chasing The high. So
the
maybe
dragon.
So
sorry.
maybe he's trying to get back to that. Maybe that helps him function.
I wonder what kind of work this guy does. Because if he's all these things, he's used to the drug.
Sounds like an office job. I mean, if I guess.
If he's got a big house and he's doing all this stuff with his church, how would he be able to afford?
Did we mention church? Did I do
we
that?
Did.
No, is that why you think?
No.
You think anyone can be this?
People who go to church don't
perfect.
do cocaine.
Yeah, people.
No, I'm sure that I'm saying that if he's in a regular office job, he probably can't afford. If he's used to cocaine that much, where he can hide it, then he's probably not doing it because you wouldn't be able to afford to maintain that habit.
I mean, that's not necessarily true. He could just be making a lot of money.
That's true. Could
well,
be
I mean,
he could not, instead of investing in like a retirement, he could be spending it on cocaine.
I'm just saying, in my honest opinion, I do not believe this man is on cocaine.
Okay, that's John.
Lee, what do you think, Lee?
I think like it could. I mean, we don't know the full story. Is he sniffing only in the bathroom? That does seem strange. Like you probably should sniff outside the bathroom.
No, I've noticed excessive sniffing.
Excessive sniffing, like all over, not just in the bathroom.
All you got to do is just go up to the guy and say, "Hey, do you like to party?"
Oh, there you go. Because that means you want to do a line, right?
Right.
Okay.
And then you're either in the cocaine club or not.
There you go. So have you ever partied?
Me personally, no. I've never sniffed any white powder substance.
If I'm in an environment where I think there's cocaine and I walk up and go, does anybody want to party? They know that's like, yo, this guy wants to take a bump. Like, you think they would just let strangers take a bump of their cocaine? Like, that's kind of crazy to me. Like, that's a lot of money.
I mean, you've been offered cocaine by strangers before,
I have, yeah,
right?
That's true.
Haven't we all?
Yeah, I guess
Haven't
so.
we all?
I guess so, yeah. So, John, so you're saying for sure he's not on cocaine?
Not cocaine.
Lee, what's the odds you put at?
I would say this guy's writing us, wanting to know. He knows the answer.
It's yes, right?
The guy's high as a kite.
Yeah, the guy is a functioning drug addict.
Here's the other thing. All that list that goes on, do you know anybody that's like that?
Oh, no.
So
I do.
Who?
There's a guy that comes into the hotel, visits every morning.
Yeah?
And
so he got a little white milk mustache often?
White milk.
How do you know he's not on drugs, John?
I don't know that he's not on drugs.
Let me finish my statement. You can't live that lifestyle unless you're on cocaine. Right?
I would agree.
You need a little,
how so?
You think people are that perfect? You think someone's that perfect? You've met people.
I believe that for the most part, people don't wear their heart on their sleeve. They don't let everything that's wrong in their life bleed into other areas of their lives. I think that most people, Lee's known me for 20 plus years, and he didn't know I suffered from constant headaches until a few weeks ago when I mentioned it on the show. There's people that hide the negative aspects of their lives. Now, there's some people
their cocaine habit.
There's some people out there, the slightest thing goes wrong in their life, and they're broadcasting it to everybody. I think a majority of people are not like that.
All right. So John says
they keep their work separate from everything else.
Okay. So should he approach this guy or just leave it alone?
Is it hurting his life?
Should he approach the guy or leave it alone?
If it's not hurting him, then leave it alone.
That's John's response to everyone, isn't it? Back away, Lee. Should he just go ask the guy or not? Or does that be a problem?
Yeah. Oh, I think you get real creepy and set up a hidden camera in the bathroom and everything. You know, maybe drug test the back, like if it's if it's like a corporate toilet, there's usually not a toilet seat, like the back of it. Mm-hmm. But if there's actually a seat, you could do a drug test on it and see if it.
There you go.
Goes
well, what you could do is you could turn the water off. And if you want to test the water, if you want to test it that bad, you can turn the water off for the toilet
and see if he still sniffs in there.
Well, I mean,
I would say get some baking powder and put something really horrible in it that makes you react violently.
Oh my God.
Sneezing or something, and put it in a little baggie and just leave it around the office and see if it goes missing.
Some of I love it. It's creative, but it's pretty wonky. So, all right. So
and then if the guy comes running in screaming and
if you
sneezing,
have to know, you could test the water. Just turn the water off to the toilet.
So your response is turn the water off. Yours is leave fake marijuana around. Cocaine. I'm sorry, fake coke.
That wouldn't prove anything. I mean, it could be somebody else that takes it. It's not necessarily that guy.
All right, so there we go. Sorry, guy. It seems John says no. No cocaine. Lee says yes. There we go. right, so there you go. That's Dear John. If you want to hit us up, email us, bybpod@gmail.com, or go to the website and leave your Dear John. Thank you for that one, Mikey. All right, so I guess it's time for some selfies. Here we go.
Honestly, when I first started doing this show, you said you have to take selfies of yourself and put it on the Blame Your Selfie. And I literally thought you were insane. I was like, why would anyone take a selfie of themselves? Selfie.
All right, it's time for Blame Your Selfie. We got some selfies from our fans. What you do, take a selfie, use the hashtag Blame Your Selfie. We feature you on the show. So here we go. We're going to get started. First off, this is Elle from New York. Elle's rocking the Misogyny Alert t-shirt, and it says, "Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby." Hashtag Blame Your
Probably
Selfie.
the funniest movie ever.
Yes, you've said this before. All right, next up, we have Kiki Fierce, who's holding a bag of flaming hot Cheetos, and she says, "Child or whore?" ? Hashtag Blame Your Selfie, Lee.
That's a bag of OT or something. That's not a bag of
Kiki
Cheetos.
Fierce, child or whore?
No comment.
Okay, thank
I
you.
mean,
Way to have
be whatever you want to be. Like,
way to have a take. She's asking you.
I would say neither.
So you're okay. All right. Next.
Backpedaling.
Thank you, Kiki, for that. That's a pretty funny one. All right. Here's Adam Cox, great writer for the website. New article's up where he watched a football program, an American football. He's from the UK. Watched it and talked about his love for the Green Bay Packers, and he watched the Dallas Cowboys season. It's a very good read, especially if you love football. If you don't, either way, you're going to enjoy it. Adam Cox says, "The elderly gangster, hashtag nasty man, hashtag older than Yoda, hashtag blame your selfie." So there you go. Enjoy that one. All right, this is Half Pint. Says, "When you drive nearly 3 hours to a convention on no sleep, you don't blame insomnia. You just blame your selfie." So there he was. He went to some convention this weekend, I think a Heroes and Villains or something like that. I'm sure he'll correct us in the chat, whatever it was. All right, Michael Anthony wants some good vibes sent his way. It says, "Hi, Blamers. How was your day? Mine could be better, but it could be worse. I don't blame anyone. I blame your selfie." So there you go. Hopefully Michael's having a great day. And we wanted Katie to give us a selfie, and she delivered. It says, hashtag blame your selfie, peeling off a pomegranate peel face mask. Is this what you wanted? And it is what we wanted. So there we go.
That is probably selfie of the week for me.
Yeah, it is.
It's not something you see every day.
No, it's very freaky looking for sure. Yeah. But thank you so much. We enjoy that, Katie. All right, so that's all the selfies for this week. So I guess it's time we're going to get some life advice in the Major Key segment.
So let me give you a major key. Where is the key?
That is not the key. I want the key.
Give us the keys. So let me give you a major key.
And you really do have the key.
Everybody stand up right now. Everybody. I got the keys now.
All right, it's time for Major Key. We're almost up to episode 100 with the keys. Man, we've had so many keys. A key is where we take something that we talked about on the show. We put it out as life advice. You can go read them. Last week, episode 98 was Soak It In. Episode 97, Cheetos are for little kids and whores. So we got to get one out of this episode. Lee, anything?
I got nothing, man.
You got nothing, John?
I've got two.
All right.
I'm thinking of number one, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
That's a good one.
And number two, hashtag lackey.
Hashtag lackey. Which one, Lee? Pick one of those two. You want cocaine's a hell of a drug or hashtag lackey? No. What was the hashtag? It was hashtag
lackey status or blame your lackey.
Which one, Lee? Call it, man.
I can't. I wanted to do something about pulling CDs off a rapper's car or something, or SoundCloud accounts from 2003. Don't peddle your.
Never give up on your dream.
Never give up on your dream. Yeah, that's his lyric, man. Never give up on your dream.
Something about give up on your dream. Funk in a trunk or something.
Thank you so much. The rapper's name is what is it? Infestor. IN-FES-TOR Infestor. Don't give up on your dreams, kids.
Everybody. I got the keys now.
All right, so there we go. That was episode 99, man. We made it. We're going to be at episode 100 next week. It's going to be wacky. It's going to start at 8 p.m. on Friday, so you need to come hang out with us 8 p.m. on Friday. We're going all the way until 8 p.m. the next day, so it's going to be crazy. We got tons of guests lined up. Go to our social media. You can check all of them out there. It's going to be just friends, people we don't know, some people we do. I'm looking forward to it, and we're going to see if we crash and burn, which I'm sure a lot of people will be watching just for that, to see. You know, everybody likes a good car wreck, so there's no telling what's going to be said, and it's going to be a journey.
What hour are you going to bomb?
Probably hour 4. I don't know, man. We'll see. It's going to be
Lee, how long do you think you'll make it for?
I'm good, man. I'm not worried about it.
You're just going to make it through all 24, huh?
I mean,
no weak moments.
No weak moments.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. Usually the guy that talks the most smack is the one that goes down the hardest. So, yeah, next week, episode 100. And, guys, you need to go check out the website before that comes. You go to blameyourbrother.net. That's blameyourbrother.net. That's our website. All kinds of good things up there. All the past episodes, all the articles, all by Adam Cox, Marlon, Josh Baker. They got all the good stuff. You need to be reading it. Got all of our social media links. So if you want to follow us, jump on there and do that. Interact with us. We got our Amazon link. You want to buy something through Amazon, please use our link. It will take you back to Amazon, and we get a small percentage of the sales. You can still get that old school Blame Your Brother shirt. We got a new one that we're pushing out, so be looking forward for that. You can also, hey man, go check us out every Thursday on Radio Vegas Rocks. If you go to radiovegas.rocks, they stream us every Thursday at 1 p.m. and there's great content, great quality shows on there. So go check that out if you need something to listen to during the week. If you run out of podcast or whatever, it's a great place to hang out and listen to songs, radio shows, all that. And if you want to send us an email, you can go on that website. You can do it there. It's all there. You can leave whatever name you want, anonymous, real, whatever. We don't care to send the email to us. So if you need John to give you some advice, why would you? Who knows? But people are doing it every week. Do it there. And I guess with that being said, Lee, is there anything else?
Don't blame yourself when you can blame your brother.
Sorry?
This must never be seen by
Welcome
anyone.
to Memory of the Week. Today is Thursday, July 5th, the 156th day of 2018. There are 179 days left in the year. On July 5th, 1947, Larry Beebe made his debut with the Cleveland Indians, becoming the first black player in the American League 3 months after Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in the National League. In the game against the Chicago White Sox at Comiskey Park, Joey hitting for Brian Stevens struck out in his first at-bat during the 7th inning. Chicago won 6-5. That is today's Memory of the Week. David, John, and Lee